Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're uncovering 10 incredible facts about everyday objects that you didn't know. You know, the kind of stuff you see every single day and never even think twice about. But trust me, once you know the crazy stories behind these things, you'll never look at them the same way again. You might think you know these items, but we guarantee you'll be surprised by what you learn. Stay tuned until the end for some truly mind-blowing revelations. Alright, kicking off our list at number 10, we've got the trusty toothbrush. I mean, who doesn't love a good teeth cleaning, right? But before we had those fancy electric ones, people were getting the job done with twigs. Yep, you heard me right. Ancient civilizations like way back in the day would use frayed twigs to scrub their pearly whites. Can you imagine? No Colgate, no Oral-B, just a good old-fashioned stick. It's crazy to think about how something we take for granted today has such a wild history. I mean, can you imagine using a twig to brush your teeth? It just goes to show even the simplest things have fascinating stories behind them. Coming in at number 9, it's the paperclip. This unassuming little invention has been holding our papers together for over a century, and guess what? It's barely changed a bit. That's right, the paperclip you use today is basically the same design they came up with back in the 19th century. Talk about a timeless classic. It just goes to show sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. I mean, why mess with perfection, right? The paperclip is a true testament to the power of simple functional design. Plus, have you ever tried to bend one of these things? They're surprisingly strong. At number 8, we've got the PostIt note, that little yellow square that saved countless brains from forgetting important stuff. But did you know this office essential was actually a happy accident? It's true. Back in the lab, some scientists were working on a new type of adhesive, but it didn't quite go as planned. Instead of creating a super strong glue, they ended up with a reusable, pressure-sensitive adhesive that was perfect for temporary notes. And boom, the PostIt note was born. It just goes to show, sometimes the best inventions come from the most unexpected places. So next time you jot down a reminder on a Post-it, remember the power of happy accidents. Chapter 4. Holding it down in 7th place is the rubber band, that stretchy little wonder that's always there to hold things together. But this isn't just any ordinary rubber band, folks. This thing has been around since 1845. That's right, it's older than sliced bread. And the coolest part? It's made from natural rubber, which comes straight from the sap of rubber trees. That's right, we're talking about a sustainable, biodegradable invention that's been rocking it for almost 2 centuries. Now that's what I call impressive. Chapter 5. Zipping into 6th place is the zipper, that ingenious little device that keeps our clothes from falling off. But before we had this modern marvel, people were stuck with buttons, buckles, and all sorts of other complicated fasteners. Can you imagine? Thankfully, in 1913, the zipper as we know it was born. Well, sort of. Back then it was called the hookless fastener, which doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? But hey, names aside, this invention revolutionized the way we dress, and we've been zipping up in style ever since. Chapter 6. Rolling into 5th place is the Mighty Ballpoint Pen, the writer's best friend. But this isn't just any ordinary pen, folks. This bad boy was invented to solve a very specific problem, ink smudging. That's right, before the ballpoint pen came along, writing was a messy business. Fountain pens were notorious for leaking and smudging, and let's not even talk about quill and ink. But then, a genius inventor came up with a brilliant solution, a tiny ball bearing that dispenses ink smoothly and evenly, preventing smudges and leaks. And the rest, as they say, is history. Chapter 7. Shining bright in 4th place is the light bulb, the groundbreaking invention that banished darkness and illuminated our world, transforming the way we live and work. Now you might think Thomas Edison gets all the credit for this one, but that's not entirely true. There's more to the story than meets the eye. While Edison is often credited with inventing the light bulb, the truth is, he actually improved upon existing designs that had been around for some time. See, before Edison came along, there were already light bulbs out there, but they weren't very practical or efficient. They were either too dim, too short-lived, or too expensive to produce, making them unsuitable for widespread use. Edison, being the brilliant and persistent inventor he was, took these early designs and made significant improvements. He experimented with different filaments, improved the vacuum seal, and developed a more efficient manufacturing process, ultimately creating a practical and long-lasting light bulb that could be mass-produced and used by everyone. So, while Edison might not have invented the very first light bulb, he definitely perfected it, and for that, we owe him a tremendous debt of gratitude for lighting up our lives. Sticking it out in third place is Velcro, that amazing fastener that's both incredibly strong and surprisingly simple. But did you know this everyday invention was actually inspired by nature? It's true. Back in 1941, a Swiss engineer named Georges de Mestral was out for a walk in the woods when he noticed something peculiar. Burrs were sticking to his clothes. Intrigued, he took a closer look under a microscope and discovered that the burrs were covered in tiny hooks that latched onto the loops in his clothing. And that, my friends, is how Velcro was born. De Mestral spent years perfecting his invention, and today, Velcro is used in countless applications, from shoes and jackets to spacecraft and medical devices. It just goes to show, sometimes the best ideas are right under our noses, or in this case, stuck to our clothes. Heating things up in second place is the microwave oven, the kitchen hero that saved countless meals from a cold and lonely fate. Whether it's reheating last night's dinner or making a quick snack, the microwave has become an indispensable part of our daily lives. But did you know this culinary wonder was actually a happy accident? It's true. The story behind its invention is as fascinating as the device itself. Back in the 1940s, an engineer named Percy Spencer was working on radar technology when he made a surprising discovery. This was during a time when radar was crucial for military operations. One day, while standing near a magnetron, the heart of a radar system, Spencer noticed something unusual. Spencer noticed that the chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. This unexpected event sparked his curiosity. Intrigued, he grabbed some popcorn kernels and held them near the magnetron, wondering what would happen next. And to his amazement, they popped. This was a clear indication that the microwaves were causing the kernels to heat up and burst. Spencer quickly realized that the microwaves emitted by the magnetron were responsible for heating up his snacks, leading to a groundbreaking idea, and thus, the microwave oven was born. This invention would soon find its way into homes and restaurants around the world. From radar to leftovers, this accidental invention has revolutionized the way we cook and eat, making meal preparation faster and more convenient than ever before. And for that, we salute you, Percy Spencer. Your curiosity and ingenuity have forever changed our kitchens and our lives. And finally, claiming the top spot in our countdown of incredible everyday objects is the smartphone. This revolutionary device has transformed the way we live, work, and communicate. This pocket-sized powerhouse has become an indispensable part of modern life, connecting us to the world in ways we never thought possible. From social media to online banking, and from navigation to entertainment, the smartphone does it all. But did you know that the first smartphone was created way back in 1992? It was a groundbreaking invention that set the stage for the digital revolution. That's right, long before iPhones and Androids, there was the IBM Simon, a bulky, futuristic-looking device that combined the features of a cell phone, pager, and PDA. It was a marvel of its time. It had a touchscreen, could send emails and faxes, and even came with a stylus. These features were unheard of back then, and made the IBM Simon a true pioneer. While the IBM Simon was ahead of its time and ultimately didn't achieve mainstream success, it paved the way for the smartphones we know and love today. Its influence can still be seen in modern devices. From those humble beginnings, the smartphone has evolved at an astonishing pace, becoming smaller, more powerful, and more feature-rich with each passing year. Innovations like high-resolution cameras, biometric security, and AI assistants have become standard. It's hard to imagine life without these ubiquitous devices, and it's even harder to imagine what the future holds for this constantly evolving technology. Will we see foldable screens, holographic displays, or even more advanced AI? One thing's for sure, the smartphone has earned its place as the most incredible everyday object of our time. Its journey from a simple communication tool to an all-encompassing digital companion is nothing short of extraordinary. Thanks for joining us in exploring these 10 incredible facts about everyday objects. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and as always, thanks for watching.